There were many mysterious characters in the Mahabharata. Without them, this great Mahabharata war cannot be imagined. Barbarik was the grandson of Bhim and the son of Ghatotkacha. Barbarik was a brave warrior ever since childhood. He was taught the art of warfare by his mother, which made him excel in the skill of warfare. Seeing Barbarik's skill as a warrior, Lord Shiva was too pleased and granted him 3 exceptional arrows. Each arrow had its own uniqueness. Legends has it, Barbarik was so powerful that the war of Mahabharata could end in 1 minute if he alone was to fight it. Barbarik had always longed to watch the war of Mahabharata and expressed his desire to his mother. His mother agreed to let him go watch, but before leaving, she asked him which side he would join if he felt the urge to take part in the war. Barbarik vowed that he would only join the weaker side. Saying this, he began his journey to visit the battlefield. Meanwhile, Lord Krishna, who had heard about Barbarik, wanted to examine his strength. So he approached him. Lord Krishna asked him a question of how many days would it take to him to finish the war if he were to fight it alone. Barbarik replied that it would take him only 1 minute to finish the battle. Lord Krishna was surprised to hear this answer, as he felt quite unreal considering the fact that Barbarik was walking towards the battlefield with just 3 arrows and a bow. To this, Barbarik then explained the power of the 3 infallible arrows. He elucidated that the first arrow would mark all the objects that he wants to destroy. The second arrow would mark all the objects that he wants to save. And the third arrow would destroy all the objects that are not marked. Finally, the 3 arrows would return to its rightful quiver when the war ends. Hearing this, Lord Krishna was extremely curious and eager to test the power of these bows. So he challenged Barbarik to prove it to him by asking him to tie all the leaves of the tree that he was standing under. As Barbarik was meditating to perform the challenge, Lord Krishna plucked a leaf from the tree and placed it under his foot. Without Barbarik's knowledge, when Barbarik released his first arrow, he marked all the leaves of the trees and then finally started revolving around Lord Krishna's feet. Krishna, on seeing this, asked Barbarik as to why the arrow was doing this. To this, Barbarik replied that there must be a leaf under his feet and asked Lord Krishna to lift his leg. As soon as Lord Krishna lifted his leg, the arrow went ahead and marked the remaining leaf too. Watching this, Lord Krishna got anxious about Barbarik's extraordinary power. He finally understood that the arrows were truly infallible. On seeing this, Krishna asked him the very same question his mother asked him. That is about which side was he planning to fight for. Barbarik, having kept his word, answered that since the Kaurav army was bigger than the Pandavas, he would fight for Pandavas. Lord Krishna had a huge deliberation. It was the fact that on the battlefield, in case the Pandavas started to win, he wouldn't be able to protect them from Barbarik. Even though Barbarik may not want to destroy them, he wouldn't be able to do so because of his word kept on his mother. Also, the arrow would go ahead and destroy the target even if Barbarik did not intend it to do so. So Lord Krishna expressed his dilemma to Barbarik about the anomaly of the promise he made to his mother. It was that since Barbarik was the greatest warrior in the battlefield, whichever side he'd join would make the other side weaker. So eventually he would end up switching between 2 sides and destroy everyone except himself. Hence Lord Krishna asked Barbarik to sacrifice his head to stop this from happening. Before sacrificing his head, Barbarik expressed his desire to view the forthcoming battle. Lord Krishna agreed to his desire and placed Barbrik's decapitated head on the top of the mountain that overlooked the battlefield. At the end of the war, when Pandavas argued amongst themselves about those contributions led to their victory, Lord Krishna suggested that only Barbrik's head would be allowed to judge, as he was the only one to watch the entire war. When the Pandavas asked him, Barbrik's head revealed that it was Lord Krishna who was solely responsible for the victory of the war. His advice, presence, and strategy were crucial for their triumph. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. If you liked it, like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already.